Hello and welcome to Foresight BI Power BI Clinic. My name is Ahmed Oyelowo. In this video, I will show you how you can quickly create your own calendar table in Power BI. Calendars are extremely important for all Power BI models and reports. Just think about it. There is no report that doesn't have to do with dates. Monthly, yearly, quarterly, year to date, month-to-month variance, now, name it. So you need to keep a separate table in your model for calendar dates. So let's see how to do that. Okay, so let's quickly take a look at the tables I have in this Power BI file. So I have 4 tables here: channel, product subcategory, and sales. So obviously I don't have any calendar table, so we are going to have to generate one. And to do that, I'm going to have to click on this modeling tab. So click on modeling tab and select new table. So once I select the new table, I need to give the table a name. So I will just call this calendar. So calendar equals to, I will use the function calendar auto. So what calendar auto simply does is to go into your data model and look for the first date and the last date. So it looks for the first date and it wants to know what year does it fall to. It looks for the last date and wants to know what year does it fall into. Then it's going to generate a single column of dates starting from 1st January of the first year in your data up to 31st December of the last year in your data, right? So calendar auto has an argument for fiscal year end month, which you can ignore if your fiscal year end month is December. But if your fiscal year end month is not December, say your fiscal year end month is September, for example, and let's say you are trying to do a report that has to do with year to date. So if your year ends in September, definitely your year to date is not going to start counting from January to September. Your year to date is going to start counting from October of the previous year to September of the current year, right? But in this case, I'm just going to ignore these arguments. So calendar auto, open and close brackets. Then I'll press enter on my keyboard. And you will notice right here that I have an additional table for calendar with a single column for dates. So the first thing you want to do after this is to go to your data view. So you go to your data view, and once you are in data view, you make sure this calendar is selected. Then you click on the modeling tab and you see a calendar button right here, which you need to pick this, mark as dates table, and select dates as your dates column. Then you click OK. So this is our current calendar table with a single column for dates. And if I need to add more columns, let's say for month, for years, for month numbers, for quarters, then I'll simply come to this modeling tab again, select new column. I need to give this column a name. So I'll call this month. And the function I will use for this is format. So I want to format the date column in my calendar table. I want to format the date column in this calendar table as an MMMM format. So I'm gonna put this MMMM into double quotes because the text. Then I'll close these brackets and press enter. Then I have my months column from January to December. I'm going to add another column for year. So new column again, I'll call this year, and this is going to be another what? Another format. The value I'm formatting is the calendar date, which is the dates column in my calendar table, comma, the format for this, I'm going to put in quotes, y, close quotes, close brackets, enter. Then I might want to create another column for, let's say, another new column. Let me create something for quarter. Quarter is going to be another format. The value I'm formatting is still the same. The dates column in my calendar table, and the format I want to use for this is simply Q. Then I'll close brackets, I'll press enter. Then you see I have quarters from 1 to 4. But then let's say I would like to have this quarter showing as Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. I will simply come to the back of this formula, or is it the front? Right? So I'll come to before the format, and I'll put in quotes Q, capital Q, and I'll use the ampersand, and I'll press enter. Then I'm gonna have Q1, Q2, Q3 up to Q4. So that is how you simply quickly generate a calendar table in Power BI.